I feel. I'm never going home. I've burnt all my chances, burnt all my family. It's over with, you know. So I'm in there, and I'm waiting to get this case resolved, to go to Palm Beach, to go take my prison time and go start the rest of my life. And in there, my friend comes to me that I know, because this is in my town, you know, relatively close. And he's like, dude, you see who that dude is? And I'm like, who? And he goes, he's such and such. And what he was doing was he was putting cameras in the kiddie bathrooms at a local park that, you know, we all grew up at, and selling it on whatever he was doing it on. And one of the kids that could have been a victim was a friend of the family, my family. And so I make a decision there that, you know, this was my first time really seeing chomos, and because like in the juvenile and all and that, you don't really see that too much. It's more just young kids that are fighting, robbing, stealing, maybe a couple here, but it's mainly just all like drug dealing. And so this was like, I was like, you motherfucker. And I felt it was my duty to do this, make a name for myself, because now I'm going to the adult system for a very long time. And I remember I talked to the trustee and the officer. And I say to him, I say, what's up with dude? And he's like, yeah, that's him, you know, confirming. I said, can I get some help? He goes, yeah. He goes, just make it happen quick. So they had it come up with the trustee, because we're in jail, and the trustee are the ones that serve the trays, or they're sentenced to like less than a year. And that's only in jail. You know, they don't really have trustees in state prison in Florida that I'm aware of. And they cover where the officer could see with the with all the trays. And I go up to the dude and I say, man, what are you, a chomo? He goes, what's your definition of a? And I go, you know what the f I'm talking about, motherfucker. And you know, and at this time I'm state raised, so I've done thousands of, you know, like I'm grown up in the system, so all I know is violence and push-ups, dude, really. And he's like, this was a hustle, man. This was a hustle, man. And I've beat his ass from fucking pillar to post. And you know, finally, about after 15 minutes of it, he's in the shower, just completely bloodied out. And you know what, dude? I regret a lot of things I've done in my life, but never when it comes to someone who hurts women or children like that. I don't give a fuck, dude, ever. And so they come in, the officers, they cuff me up. They bring me in the room like, you took it too fucking far, man, you fucking idiot. And I'm thinking like, I took it too far? You guys are helping me do this, but I don't say that. I'm just like, yeah, whatever, I'm just keeping quiet. And they put me in like a isolation unit, like a confinement basically. And they're like, yeah, man, you're gonna get outside charges. You fucked him up. And I'm like, whatever. And I'm sitting in there, going to these little court dates. And I can't believe that they're even doing this in my mind for a fucking chomo. And that's the mentality, though, that I had, is I should be able to do what the I want if I believe the reason's right. You know what I mean? That's my thinking at the time. So I eventually, it was like they were trying to offer me a plea of like 3 years. And I was like, no, I'm going to trial. I'm going to trial. There's no witnesses. And then he ends up forgetting what happened and saying he doesn't remember me or anything like that.
Right. So they dropped the whole thing?
They dropped the case, and then I got that hold off me. They sent me to Palm Beach. Get to Palm Beach County Jail.